Wassail. There's every possibility this could go completely wrong. It's really windy and it's a full moon right now. There's all kinds of weird magic going on. I had to grab the camera then. What's going to happen when we get the cards out? I've no idea. So there's all kinds of magic going on, and that's when the wind picked up. So this morning, some little elf or pixie or fairy or goblin has taken a nibble, a bite out of one of my apples. It wasn't me. And this morning all the flies are over it. But the weirdest thing is, it hasn't oxidized and gone brown. Then I noticed round the back, the sun lounger, someone's been out and very kindly folded it up and put it away. That also wasn't me. The channel down to the sea today is usually very flat, and it's really pushed. And the sun and the new moon are just up there. The sea today is covered in white horses. They're everywhere. And it's a different colour today. It's a much deeper colour. And when I just went in for a swim for the full moon, the new moon, the wind was blowing in from the shore, and so every time the crest of a wave hit, it lifted up and formed a wall of water that just kept coming back and thwacking into me, which was quite delicious. And then it was also creating rainbows on the crest of the wave, which were absolutely beautiful. So I'm here. I've dowsed before going in for a swim, and I've been told that we're going to be using the camera's really going to take off in a minute. Wassail, I had to give up on outside. That was just it was too windy. So I've come in here to sit with all the flies. I'm really burning Palo Santo now in the hope that that will remove them. Also, I've got this little window open and it's knocking the wind. It's such a breezy day. Let's have some bells. Right, they calmed. They really did calm. That was just an energy of just literally. I pulled the first couple of cards after the wind blew really hard, and I couldn't even, my brain couldn't concentrate for hanging on to the camera, the cards. There was no sense of calm. So we're there. We've got some calm. This is a new supermoon. So let's see what gives. After all the magic that's been going on in this room with the apple and the deck chair, the sun lounger out the back. So I'm actually going to do this rather oddly as a double cross reading. I haven't done one of those for a very long time. So a double cross reading is a bit like an extended Celtic cross, but it has two crosses, and the crosses help us to know what we're manifesting, what's coming towards us, and other things that the universe is trying to bring in, and a pathway through the energies. So can we please have two cards? Can we please have two cards? There's one. And that's arrived with a fly. Go away. Now there's two flies and they're having sex. Right in front of me. Saucy things. So, there's another. So I need a bit more space. Now we just need some more cards and then we'll be there. That's too many. I can't separate which ones are which, and that's too many. However, that's not. I want to say 151 immediately. That's just slid over. Oh, it's done it again. Every time I pick up, they're sliding around. I need them to forward, please. We want 2 cards for what the cosmos is up to. What's the lesson of the cosmos? Okay. And then what have we been through to get to where we are now is the next card. Okay, that's got 2 cards, but I'm going to take them. And then what's the next stage? You get 3 cards here. Flies. And then we have a card for the outcome. No, I'm not taking 4. If it had been 2, maybe 3, I would have taken it, but I'm not taking 4. Can we please have the outcome? Can we please have the outcome? Can we please have the outcome? Okay. So we are dealing with a time frame now from today to the 14th of December. Quite clearly laid out in the cards is this frequency, because the past frequency is resonating with a new start is coming, a new moon. It's a new moon today, and it's coming there with the energy of 41, the rainbow, which is interesting because I just said down on the sea there were rainbows across all the waves as the crest of the waves broke free and floated into the air. So this is about the vision to see something new coming in. You know, this Galdr magic that we're working on, it doesn't form properly if we don't have the vision to hold on to that truth. And then the outcome card, I know I'm doing this in a weird way, but it's the way it's going to have to be for this one. Expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. So the next new moon eclipse like that, not an eclipse of the moon by the planet, but that is the moon eclipsing the sun, is the solar eclipse of the Luminous Warrior, the inner child, that comes on the 14th of December across Chile and Argentina. Kind of thinking, wouldn't mind being there. I'm not that much of a lover of planes, but hey, who knows? So it would be nice because there's some powerful changes coming. So now we move to 2 cards. I'm going to shut this window because it's banging. I thought it might have encouraged. Oh, it didn't shut. Oh, there we go. So we begin with 2 cards. The staff, 51. So you've got 41, 51. These are numbers that are really quite nicely balanced. We have the staff coming into your power, and that's one of the now cards. And the second now card is the end of a tough cycle approaches. Don't worry about the full moon in Capricorn part. That's not important. It's just talking about a point at which we're earthing down. This is molecules. This is our power between earthing down and spirit, and it changing our DNA. And then the end of a tough cycle approaches is the other. Now, usually in these readings, one card represents kind of consciousness and the other represents molecules. or it represents a spiritual path and your place in the world. So at the moment, I'm not sure which is which. Let me just look. I feel this one needs to be, so this one's molecules. Okay, got you. So in the world of molecules, we have the staff. And what are you manifesting? What's the energy that you're bringing in? You're bringing in with your Galdr magic, this 151, ancient knowledge, ancient information. What is that ancient information? Joy. It's happiness. It's that energy connected to your molecules, changing the frequency of every cell within your body, everything moving. Because the central theme of this is power, change, powerful change, really massively powerful change, rushing towards your molecules, not rushing towards your consciousness. Your consciousness is, it's kind of on a separate journey, but it's combined with the body. But the energy of this is definitely to do with molecules. We're really that, this is the moon of molecular bliss. I said that before, all the way through the 12 animal sign readings. It's the moon of molecular bliss. This is the point where now 9 happy moments that we talk to the sun and tell the sun 9 times in gratitude for help to remind our molecules of that ancient memory. And this memory is, when we talk about DNA trauma, this is the opposite. This is the DNA memories that are within us that are actually from our ancestors when they were blissful. That's what we're connecting with. The moments in our ancestors' lines when there was happiness. Because look, it's not all doom and gloom. So that's what we're trying to re-find. And that energy is gaining momentum because it's a waxing moon. And that's exactly what happens from now. So this moon is new. And so from today, it's waxing, it's growing towards a full moon to release and change the molecules. But you've got to let the bliss in. The transformation is it's the full moon in Aries, which is on the 1st of October, which I keep telling everyone. But we've got a card coming in a moment, which is the new moon in Libra, which is on the 15th, which is the next new moon. So, first of all, we're dealing with ourselves. And spirit, because the lower cards in this cross reading represents what the cosmos is trying to teach you. It's your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. So, within the next week, while you're saying your Galdr incantations, your commitment will be tested. Something will rise up to try and remind you, to poke you and say, yeah, you keep saying you're really happy, but are you? So that's your commitment being tested. Don't allow that to slip in. Keep a focus on this rainbow energy. This is the sun coming, the sun coming out after the storm, after all of the problems. This is the joy returning. So this is really very lovely energy, and that's gaining momentum. So the molecules are undergoing a transformation at a DNA level, and you're receiving from your past, from deep in your past, you're receiving this frequency memory of bliss from your ancestors. This is the bliss that's hidden within your DNA, but it's so very difficult to find. So very difficult to find. So your molecules are doing that, and that energy is gaining momentum, but just be aware that your commitment is being tested. But this is a new start. This today, now, is a new start for everybody that wants to follow the journey. So thunder is the central theme. This blue frequency of blue lunar storm year is dashing towards your molecules, dashing towards your sacral, trying to make that connection to joy and self-love. Oh, Mr. Fly, Mrs. Fly, please just for a moment piss off. There's about 8 of them, and they're copulating on the new start is coming. Oh my God. They're right on the middle of the black hole of the moon now, and they've moved to the sun. I feel like this could be, let's just watch where they go. Oh, on me, I was going to say, as to where the next part of the message is. So now we need to do the consciousness. The consciousness begins, the end of a tough cycle approaches. It's a full moon in Capricorn. It's an earthing. It's a very... I want to say that it's part of the connection. It's not so much a full moon in Capricorn, but this is that very difficult moment, because for quite a while now, the 3 karmic planets have been in Capricorn, and that's Jupiter, Saturn and Pluto, and they are moving slowly now. And they've peeped. Saturn peeped into Aquarius and is now moving backwards in retrograde and has gone back to Capricorn. But they're very difficult, very tough. It's when authorities kind of clamp down on us. But this is ending. This tough cycle is ending. It's coming to its natural closure. So what are you bringing in? You are clearing your smoky mirror. This is a lovely energy to be working with. This is what you are manifesting through your Galdr magic. What's the smoky part of the mirror? It's the old DNA traumas that you don't need to remember. Start to focus on the DNA joys that are inherited, okay? So that you can clear this smoky mirror and see this image reflected above and below. Imperfect balance. So 47 is an 11. So this is about your consciousness having to come down and connect through your spine all the way down into the earth grid. Okay, so I'm just going to remind you again, because it's worth doing a meditation with a tree, asking the tree roots to take you down into the earth grid, because that will help you clear your smoky mirror. So what's the test that the cosmos is working on for your consciousness? It's a full moon, the full moon that's coming on the 1st of October. Surrender to the divine. This is all part of your bliss frequency, is being able to bring that energy back up. So, surrender to the divine. That's the task that the divine is asking you to look at. It's quite strong. And where's it taking us? So, a new moon in Libra. I mean, literally, we've got the new moon now, the full moon that's coming in 2 weeks. We've also got the quarter moon between, when your commitment is tested. After that quarter moon, you surrender to the divine. And then we have the new moon in Libra, the next moon phase, which is a new romantic cycle begins. Look, I've been going on for ages about how there's an energy of the mirrored soul, the smoky mirror clearing, and then you being able to find the person that matches your frequency. This is coming in. This is an energy that you have to accept. I mean, the flies have accepted it. They're mirroring each other. But this is about balance. This is a new romantic cycle. It's being offered. If you can awaken your self-love fully in the earlier part with your molecules, then this is the frequency that's coming into you. And where does it go? Expect powerful change was the word I was saying then. And then the video gave up, and it's still very windy. I've come outside to finish and say goodbye, and it says that my microphone's not supported by the camera. It's all a bit too much. Anyway, I've come outside just to say goodbye to you all after that reading, and the wind has broken a beautiful flower from beach. I feel like I should pop in my hair and feel a little bit kind of sunny. The beach is now behind me that I was swimming in earlier, and just to say, my wonderful mirrored soul, you know how to find me, so hurry up. I love you. Wassail.